Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I just got a little microneedling done, which is one of my favorite treatments to do for, I guess, self-care in a funny way. It's more like I love the result of it. I know it's going to help me with collagen banking. It helps maintain my rosacea. It helps with little fine lines and wrinkles. It helps with pigmentation. So I got a little treatment done and I wanted to show you my aftercare and what I use on my skin post microneedling. This is also a super hydrating, gentle routine with no actives. You need to avoid using actives for about 3 days, usually post treatment. So no retinoids, glycolic, vitamin C, unless your provider says that is okay. But this routine also works for anybody who's just looking for good quality professional basics, hydrating products you can use post-treatment, whether it is microneedling, also for chemical peels or for what else? Lasers, all the fun things. This is just a great little aftercare routine. So my skin is freshly washed and I wanted to show you what I put on. I must say, I'm a very dry girly. Post microneedling, it is a full-time job keeping my skin hydrated. So these are really just the staples I reach for. I do also have to be careful. I can't just use the thickest cream in the world because this is not good for my rosacea or my acne prone skin. So these I would consider all acne friendly, rosacea friendly, amazing, amazing staples. I am just so in love with quality staples, whether it is clothing, a handbag, an accessory, skincare. I like investing in just good basics. So my skin is freshly washed, and post microneedling, you really just want to be gentle with cleansing. You might not even need to double cleanse, and you want to reach for a quality gentle cleanser with no exfoliation, no scrubs of any kind. Ooh, that would burn. I have made the mistake of using a vitamin C the next morning after microneedling, and my skin was hating it. So be super gentle for about 3 days. You will feel when you've kind of gone past that initial peeling and dry, flaky stage and your skin feels normal again. This is day 3 or day 4 post microneedling. So I feel like my skin is really healing, but yesterday, the day before, I was definitely a little snake, a little peeling around my cheeks, which I don't mind. But yeah, just gentle, gentle, gentle. So in the shower, I washed my face with my low foam. This is my mini, so cute, from Free Skin by Tessa, but you can use the gentle cleanser that works for you. I also really like the Mega Cream Cleanser from Glymed and Barrier Balance. Those are some other ones I have in the shower that I sometimes reach for. I'm going to show you guys a couple of options, like 2 options for each category that I really, really love. Next is toner, and I feel like toner kind of gets hated on. Like, people feel it's really unnecessary. I'm obsessed with toner because I need hydration at every single possible step I can get it. And same thing for my clients. I really try to reinforce hydration and balance into their routine. So this one is an OG. This is Skin Recovery Mist from Glymed. If you know, you know. She's just super refreshing. She's kind of the more basic sister compared to CBD Mist from Glymed, which I also love. I haven't restocked on that in a minute, but Skin Recovery Mist has always just been a good girl, a good one to me. And this is a new to me product and new to Face Reality product. It is their Soothing Radiance Toner. I am really enjoying this. It kind of reminds me of, I'll just go ahead and put some on for good measure, even though I already toned, but really can't hurt. So you can use the Soothing Radiance Toner on a cotton pad, or you can just pat it into the skin, kind of like an essence. I also really love the Calming Facial Toner from Face Reality. They feel pretty similar to me. This was a new release. I'm not quite sure how different it is from the Calming Toner in terms of results you will see, but I really, really love it and I'm enjoying it. But I think I am going to try this out for some of my rosacea prone clients or just clients with inflammation who want to soothe their skin. I kind of want to put more on. It really is that good. So let me know if you've tried the Soothing Radiance Toner. After toner, I always go in with a hydrating serum. You don't want to skip this step. This is something I notice with a lot of people who are trying to clear their acne. They really focus on their actives, but they don't have enough balancing hydrating steps in their routine. And these have been kind of my ride or die hydrating serums. I always have at least one on. The first is new to me. This is the hydrating serum from PCA. They sent this to me, which was really nice and really unexpected. And it is just a lovely hyaluronic acid serum. I love this before makeup. Hyaluronic acid serums, a lot of them just feel kind of basic, but this one I feel like is underrated. Putting the excess on my hands, which also feel dry and just need some love. And then my other option, you don't need both of these. I'm just really emphasizing the hydration and calming steps. This is my Calm-Plex serum. We're almost out. Need to crack a new one open. This is my go-to anti-inflammatory hydrating serum. And this is a great one for all skin types, whether you struggle with pigmentation like melasma or post-inflammatory erythema and redness, rosacea, acne, aging. It's really a great do-it-all for anyone because most skin issues start with inflammation. So having calming ingredients such as helichrysum italocin extract, that is one of the most important ingredients in the formula. I also use 3 different extracts from teas: green tea, red tea, and white tea. So they're all great for calming and anti-inflammatory, just healthy skin, age management. So for me, especially in the summertime, Calm-Plex is a must, but I will be taking it with me through fall. It's a great all-season serum because it really just helps to calm that inflammation, which again is where skin issues start, whether it's melasma, acne, aging, rashes. So I really love and recommend Calm-Plex. And you can also use this serum not only as like a daily hydrating treatment, you can also use it to calm more like emergency type of flare-ups. Like if you are having a really bad rosacea flare-up, or the way my skin feels after microneedling is just like sensitive, dry, kind of itchy, and I really have to just pack in a lot of hydration and calming ingredients to keep it baseline. Other thing is my eye area just gets so dry in general. I do have ocular rosacea. So Mult-Eye is a really important treatment for me to protect this delicate eye area and to keep it calm and soothed. It has a slightly illuminating quality to it. Great for dark circles and has niacinamide in it. So it is a great choice for sensitive eyes. I even got this one ophthalmologist approved. An ophthalmologist is the type of eye doctor you see when you're really having a eye problem. I have a great ophthalmologist in Orange County because I have had some semi-serious eye issues. I mean, thankfully, you know, nothing that's caused me to lose my sight, but I've had to do something called Procara, which is where they put this membrane in your eye. It feels like a big, thick contact lens, but it's an amniotic membrane that actually creates a healing environment for your eye, and it helps to just kind of make it like reborn and renew that membrane. So yeah, I've worked with an ophthalmologist for the past couple of years, And it's just really important for me to take care of my eyes. I use a lot of eye drops. I take flax oil, which I drink internally to help keep my eyes lubricated. And then topically, I swear by Mult-Eye. A lot of people have issues with eye creams. If you have sensitive eyes, they can get puffy or red, itchy. You can get little rashes from eye creams. When I have clients like that, I put them on Mult-Eye because it's just the safest bet. And everyone loves the consistency, how brightening it is. And yeah, it's just so important to take care of this delicate tissue. The next category I feel like also needs some love because it can really help when you are experiencing that temporary dryness, maybe flakiness, a little mild irritation post-treatment. A mask is a great treatment option for you to do at home for more short-term benefits. It's not necessarily going to change the skin long-term, but in terms of hydration, skin health, getting the skin cells healthy hydration and nutrients, masks are a great way to go. And conversely, if you have very oily skin and you want to control congestion and blackheads, using masks is a short-term way to help with oiliness. But post-treatment, post-microneedling, we're again not using anything crazy or harsh. We really just want to baby the skin and give it good hydration. So these are my tried and true favorite hydrating masks. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably know these are the main masks I post about and have posted about for the past 5 years. You can call me boring, but you can't call me a product flopper or just like somebody who's constantly hopping on the new thing. I really like to recommend my tried and true products that work not only for me, but for my clients and that I know a wide audience will benefit from. So these two I cannot say enough good things about. I couldn't pick either as a fave. They're just a little bit different, slightly different. So the Rejuvenating Peptide Mask from Glymed Plus is phenomenal. It feels like a cooling, soothing, hydrating jelly, almost like a rose jelly. It does have, I believe it's rose extract, rose flower oil, but it's a very light, soothing, like jelly-like product. You can kind of see it's like almost pinkish. I could not live without this mask as a dry girly. I think everyone can benefit from it. Even if you are very oily, you still need hydration in your skin. So I use this at least twice a week. It's slightly more moisturizing than this one, which I also love. Clients really love Calm because it's super budget friendly. Face Reality is a great budget friendly line I recommend for a lot of teens or people who have a tighter budget, but their products are phenomenal. So don't think just because it's budget friendly, you would notice that in the quality of the products. They are some of my absolute favorite products that, you know, compare to even a lot of higher end skincare brands like Hydrating or Jan Marini. Like Face Reality does hold its own, and Calm probably is my favorite Face Reality product. I did a podcast with Face Reality. If you haven't listened to it, it's a good one. Check it out. But we all talked about our favorite product, and mine was Calm because the price point is so great. The texture is so unique. I'm really almost, I don't think I have anything left in here, but you can see there's a little bit. And this mask is so versatile, guys. You really cannot mess it up. It's pretty foolproof. The only thing I wouldn't do with it is leave it on for long periods of time if your skin requires more moisture, because at that point your skin is seeking moisture from the environment, the air, and it can actually dry your skin out. So leave it on, I'd say, for between 5 to 10 to 15 minutes. Once you feel like your skin is seeking more moisture, that's a good time to rinse it off, like right before that. Fun little fact, you never want your masks to get tight. So whether it's a hydrating mask or even like a clay mask, when you feel it getting really dry, tight, you know, that like crinkly feeling, oh, worst feeling ever, but that is a sign you've left it on too long. So yes, I love this. It's very acne safe. This one is as well, but I'd say this could work for also an age management client. My mom uses this. She's in her 70s, but she really loves it too. I'd say this could work for dry skin, but you're also really gonna love it if you are acneic, oily, or you're a teenager. It's just a beautiful treatment mask. Another way that I want to tell you about to use this is as a barrier treatment. You could actually use both of these masks this way. So when my clients are struggling to adjust to more exfoliation, I see this a lot when new clients have, you know, maybe done certain lifestyle things like a lot of tanning outside, or they just don't wear sunscreen on a daily basis. They do a lot of hot yoga, saunas. Maybe they take certain medications that can be drying. Thyroid medication, for example, can make the skin very dry. I also take that. What else? Living in a dry climate, like maybe Arizona or Colorado, that can absolutely dry out the skin. Or even if you live somewhere hot and humid, if you are using a lot of indoor air, indoor heat, fans, you sleep with a fan on you, or I noticed this at the gym today, you work out and the machine you always use has an automatic fan. Turn that thing off, maybe use it sparingly because it can really dry out the skin. Another thing is chlorine. And lastly, of course, using a lot of actives, using a lot of exfoliation, or being on drying topicals. I do often see this. I'm not saying, you know, this is bad, but often tretinoin, harsh prescriptions, sulfur, not always bad, but when the skin isn't ready for it, which many patients have not conditioned their skin, they go on tretinoin and it's the harshest thing. Many patients go on something like tretinoin. It's the harshest thing they've ever used on their skin, and they go into it way too hard, way too fast, without this type of barrier supportive routine. And then they have a really hard time when their skin is not improving in terms of acne and their barrier is so depleted. This is what I recommend. Sorry, that was a tangent, but big advocate for barrier health. What you're gonna do if you're any of those people, you know when your barrier is compromised, after you wash your face, say you're gonna take a shower, I want you to put a generous layer of one of these masks on. Leave it on when you are in the shower. This will protect your skin from the steam because your barrier is the most vulnerable when your skin is damp and bare and exposed to steam and heat. So this is like a little shield. It's going to protect your barrier in the shower. And then you can rinse it off in the shower, or you could do your double cleanse after. But it's a great way to squeeze in a hydrating treatment and protect your barrier. Moisturizers, you're gonna need a really good moisturizer well, anyone needs a good moisturizer, but especially if you are getting a treatment like microneedling, a chemical peel, a laser such as a Fraxo, Clear and Brilliant, something like that. You obviously need to be moisturizing your skin afterwards. And remember, skin heals when it is moist and hydrated. So you really want to take care of your skin. And again, keep it moisturized. If you feel you're tight and flaking, you can apply moisturizer again. I sometimes keep my moisturizer by my bedside table because sometimes I wake up at 3 a.m. and because my skin is so dry, and I do sleep with the air on because I get very hot. My room is like a little sauna, so I have to keep the airflow going, but I might reapply a little moisturizer. I don't like to feel dry. It's not my favorite feeling. It makes me just feel uncomfy. So moisturizer, we need it, we love it. Don't be scared of it. Everyone needs moisturizer, even oily skin. These are a few of my favorites. So, okay, this is a super lightweight option I wanted to include. I do use this even though I'm very dry, but I think it's better for my skin type in the morning or if I'm gonna apply an occlusive afterwards. But if you're oily to normal skin, you will love this. A lot of my clients really, really enjoy this moisturizer. It is also a great price point. It's from Clearstem. It's their Hydra Glow moisturizer. Super dewy finish, and it's really unique. I feel like it's unlike any moisturizer I've ever tried. It's just very light and hydrating and feels great on the skin. Next is Clear Derma from Face Reality. I really like Clear Derma. I feel like it's underrated, and it's definitely a great transitional moisturizer going from summer to fall because it's lightweight, but it still hydrates the skin. If you are extremely dry and you're using actives every single night, these probably won't cut it, but they're good for this, you know, kind of awkward seasonal transition, like summer, fall, but true winter. If you are a dry skin type, you might need something thicker. If you're very oily, however, these could be great for you in the wintertime. The next moisturizer, I'm just going to tease. Don't want to give away too much, just a little tease of the packaging that I did work really, really hard on sourcing and finding a really high quality package that would look beautiful on your counter. That's not why, you know, we love this treatment, but I do think people appreciate really beautiful and elegant packaging, and I wanted something that would stand out and just be very easy to use. I created this treatment after getting, you know, all the feedback I've gotten for the past 5 years with Tessa Skin, my virtual business. I talk to people all day about, you know, what they're looking for in a moisturizer, what they don't like about their current, and essentially this was born from that feedback, and that was my driver for creating it. I knew that I could create something from this feedback that would fill a gap. As basic as moisturizer sounds, it's one where a lot of people seem to be unsatisfied with the category, or they just haven't found the perfect one for their skin. So that is what I wanted to bring you and give you something that you would absolutely love. And yeah, so as far as this treatment, it's mainly for barrier repair. You can consider it a at-home treatment and everyday moisturizer. I also wanted to create a beautiful consistency that feels elegant immediately upon application and continues to wear beautifully throughout the day. A lot of people have a hard time finding a luxurious moisturizer that's also acne friendly and doesn't feel greasy throughout the day, but also doesn't cause them to feel dry. So this was kind of the perfect balance, and it is packed with peptides, anti-inflammatory ingredients, and proven to create smoother, healthier, stronger, more resilient skin. I will get more nitty-gritty with all the clinical trials, etc. in future content, but just wanted to give you guys a little preview because this is an absolute must-have for barrier health, and I'm so excited about it. Also the name, I'm obsessed. And yeah, lastly, also wanted to make something with airless packaging, something you don't have to keep putting your fingers back in, and something that fits in your travel bag and you can take on an airplane. So that's all I'll say. I know I said a lot, but I'm really excited, and I've been sending it to some of my like longtime clients, friends, family. Could not be happier. Last but not least, I could not live. I could live, but I just wouldn't live the same quality of life. I wouldn't be as happy in my skin without this treatment. Cell Balm from Glymed Plus, my ride or die. This is a desert island must-have, and it's a must-have post-microneedling. Can you guys let me know, how does your skin feel after microneedling? Does it feel incredibly dry and flaky? Because I get so flaky and I love the results, and this is like that nice time when my skin is turning a corner and it starts to look really glowy and amazing after the microneedling. But if you were to look at my skin on day 2, day 1, immediately after. So red, so crazy. Next day, still red and crazy. Day 3 is when it's like flaky, uncomfortable. You feel like a little snake. My rosacea is not the happiest, and then poof, it gets better. But in that transition time, I need Cell Balm. So Cell Balm is an occlusive. Everyone asks, like, oh, is it like Aquaphor? No, babe, it's not like Aquaphor. Cell Balm has an ingredient called yeast beta-glucan in it. And this is what makes it so healing. Post-treatment, I'm putting it on my cheeks where I feel a little dry. But this is a very calming ingredient. If you have eczema or atopic dermatitis, this is known as the itch that rashes, the rash that itches. It is this vicious cycle of inflammation and rashing that makes you want to itch. You itch, and then your skin feels worse, and it's this just addictive pattern. This is my #1 recommendation for eczema. If it is truly, truly terrible, you can talk to your derm. Steroids are an option for that, but steroids can be, there's something you want to avoid if you can, because they can become a crutch. You can become dependent on them. So first suggestion for anyone with eczema is always Glymed Cell Balm, and eczema tends to flare up in the colder months. It flares up with stress, so around the holidays, you can get it on your eyelids, on your hands, on your face in delicate areas. I will sometimes get it right here, this little sensitive patch, but I cannot live without Cell Balm. I do use it to slug with maybe once a week to just keep my skin moisturized and happy, but I also use it on lips, I use it on my hands, on feet, and this is going to be kind of like the sealant. So you have your moisturizer, which some moisturizers do have more occlusives than others to really seal in that formula. But if you feel like you apply moisturizer and your skin feels dry pretty quickly after, you may benefit from using a very small amount of Cell Balm in your moisturizer. Or you can apply it strategically just on dry, flaking patches. If you are somebody who congests very easy, you have a lot of blackheads or comedones, I wouldn't suggest to put an occlusive all over your skin. So be careful. I have many clients like that, and we do use Cell Balm, but we use it very carefully just in those areas that they get dry and patchy, because oftentimes we have different areas of the face that are stronger and then other areas that get dry, flaky, and sensitive. And when you get into more advanced treatments and routines, there's going to be areas we want to treat a little bit more, and then other areas we really want to baby and maybe not treat very often or very much. So on those areas, I put a little Cell Balm, and I just think this is a product everyone should have, especially heading into winter. The price point is also fantastic. It's around $30, but this will last you months. Like, you might want 3. I have one on my bedside table, in my bathroom, and in my purse, because it is a must. Thank you guys for watching. This is my little post-treatment type of routine. You could use this for morning, you could use this for evening. Obviously add a sunscreen, a mineral SPF would be ideal. Post-treatment like laser, facial, chemical peel, microneedling, but I love this for nighttime because I'm hydrated, I'm moisturized, and I have an occlusive on my skin to really keep that moisture in the skin. Remember, moisturized, hydrated skin heals better than dry skin, skin that's depleted of nutrients. So feel free to copy this routine. I hope you liked it. Let me know if you do. Let me know what kind of videos you want me to film next. I'm so excited for a cozy fall and filming more YouTube videos. So please let me know what you want to see next.